Good afternoon, class. I'm going to be going over our last assignment that has been posted in Distance Learning Week 5. We're almost done. As you can see, this is titled Greek Mythology Flashcards. I'm going to be having you all create a set of flashcards in Quizlet to study for your Greek mythology test. And I know some of you are probably like, what? We have a Greek mythology test? Yes, there is going to be a final test where you test and prove your knowledge from our Greek mythology unit. However, the test is going to be multiple choice. I'm going to post it next Monday, and you're going to have until that Friday to complete it. It is open note, and that is why I'm encouraging you to take time to make really good flashcards. Although I'm posting the flashcards today on Wednesday, they're not due until next Wednesday on June 3rd. This gives you extra time if you need it, but again, I encourage you to complete them sooner rather than later so you can study them. If you open up the document I posted, you will see the directions. Again, you're going to be creating these in Quizlet. I also posted a link in the assignment. And you're going to turn in your flashcards. So in order to do that, you need to share your set and post the link down here. Now, I posted a list of the flashcards that I recommend you create. If there's some names you're like, I totally know this person, I don't need to make a flashcard for Zeus, it's up to you. You can skip it. Again, freedom of choice here. As I already previously stated, the test is going to be posted Monday, June 1st, and you'll have until Friday, June 6th to complete it. It is multiple choice and open note. I divided the list for flashcards into the myths so you can easily access where the information is located. I recommend you get the information from these myths and don't just Google things. There's so many different variations of myths and so much information out there on these characters, so I encourage you just to use the myths as a resource. So again, the myths that you should have read by now are the myth of Uranus, Kronos and Zeus, Prometheus, Pandora, Demeter, Psyche and Eros, Daedalus, and Narcissus and Echo. Now I'm going to go over and show you how we start our Quizlet. So once you're in Quizlet, I'm going to log out because you guys probably are going to need to create an account. So this is what your interface of Quizlet is going to look like. You're going to click on Login. I recommend you just log in with Google. That's going to be an easy way to do it. Then you're going to click on yourself. As you can see, I'm logged into very many Google accounts. Once you're here, you're going to click on Create because you're creating a new set of flashcards. I recommend you title these Greek Mythology Flashcards for 9th grade English. You can add a description if you want. You don't have to. And this is where you're going to enter your term. Enter your term. If you look at our list, our first term is Gaia. That's going to be our first one. Yep, Gaia. Look, it even shows up right there. It even gives you all these different definitions. Now, in our myth of Uranus, she essentially was the earth. So Gaia was the earth. She birthed and mothered Uranus. She also mothered many other children. Such as our 100-handed giant, the Titans, and the Cyclops. And I'm going to say that is more than enough information on Gaia. Now the next one we're going to go over is Uranus. So again, as you can see, they give you suggested definitions, and while Uranus is the 7th planet from the sun, please make sure you don't write that because it will confuse you. This is for Greek mythology. So, the myth that we have describes Uranus as Uranus is the starry evening sky. He's the son of Gaia and also becomes her husband. Very weird, I know. It's important to note that he banished his children to Tartarus, which upset Gaia a lot, and later was destroyed by his son Kronos. And that is gonna be good enough for Uranus. So again, just to review, we have Gaia. Gaia was the earth. She birthed and mothered Uranus. She mothered many other children, such as the 100-handed giant, Titans, and the Cyclops. Uranus. Uranus is the starry evening sky, son of Gaia, and also becomes her husband. He banished his children to Tartarus, which upset Gaia a lot, and later was destroyed by his son Kronos. Now remember, Gaia is the one that convinced Kronos to basically cut his father into pieces. Our next one we're going to go over, I'm going to revisit my list, is going to be Kronos. Kronos. Again, you'll notice that there are all these other suggestions. I want you to make sure you're doing the definition from the myths that we posted. So that Kronos is a son of Gaia and Uranus, but he defeats Uranus. He upsets Gaia by not releasing her children from Tartarus, because that's what he promised he would do. Kronos marries his sister, Rhea, but eats all of their children out of fear. So if you remember, this is where Rhea pretends to, she kind of tricks Kronos, either pretending that they're a rock or other objects, and he eats them. And we also want to note that eventually he throws up all his kids. So Rhea tricks Kronos, he throws up all his kids, and in the end, they battle, and Kronos ends up imprisoned in Tartarus. I know some of these definitions are long, that's why I'm doing these ones with you. As we progress, they do get shorter. For example, the next one we're going to do is Tartarus, and all we need to know is for Tartarus, it's the dark underworld. You can add that people are banished to him, but at this point I kind of feel like you should have a general idea of that. Our next one is Eros, and we know that this is the spirit of love. I also want to add Chaos, which comes at the beginning of our Uranus myth, and we'll know that this is, chaos is emptiness, that Gaia, Tartarus, and Eros all come from. So that's going to, if we go back to our list, we still have Cyclops and 100-handed giants. So we're going to do Cyclops. We know that the Cyclops are Gaia and Uranus's children. They have, put a period there, they have human bodies, but one eye in the center of their heads. We also know that they're banished to Tartarus, they're stuck there for a while. You can decide if you want to include that. We're going to also add the 100-handed giants. And also just note that they are in fact Gaia and Uranus's children. I got a pause there too. The those are our first 8 flashcards. And you're going to keep doing them. I want to say there's 30 in total you're going to complete. We're just about a third of the way done here. I know you all can do this. Please let me know if you have any questions or need any more guidance while making your flashcards. I'm happy to make another video walking you through a couple more, but I'm more than confident that you all can complete these. Also, before I forget, once you have completed your set of flashcards, you are going to go up here. You will press Create. You will save them. And you're going to take this link. Nice set, ready to share it? Yes, you are going to share it. You can copy the link. The link has been copied. You will go back to the document and you will post the link. Post the link here. I don't know why it's decided to go over there, but I know that it's there and I can click on it. And then once you click on this link, it will pull up your flashcards and you can easily study them like so.